Hello everyone and welcome to the 2025 Division II Rowing Selection Show. My name is Jack Kaiser and today 6 teams will advance to compete for a national championship. Western Washington is the defending champion, returning to the top spot after 7 years, claiming their record 9th national title last season. Each team is required to field one boat of 8 rowers and one boat of 4 rowers. The scoring total from both of those competitions will determine the winner. All the action starts May 30th and runs through May 31st at Lake Mercer in West Windsor, New Jersey. The Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference and Ivy League will serve as the hosts this year. All right, let's look at the teams who will compete this season, their heats, and their lane assignments as well. Going in alphabetical order, we will start with Cal Poly Humboldt. GNAC champions for the first time in program history, edging out Western Washington by 1 point this past weekend. The Lumberjacks varsity 4 undefeated against Division II opponents this season and continued that excellence at the GNAC championships with a victory by nearly 9 seconds. Emily Daniels and company have been elite in that boat this year, while the Humboldt 8 had their best race of the season at the GNAC championships, placing second behind Western Washington. The Lumberjacks won it all just 2 years ago and glide into the NCAA championships with unprecedented momentum. Our next team joining the race, the Central Oklahoma Broncos. After a third-place finish at the GNAC championships, Central Oklahoma's varsity 4 placed second at the conference championships, trailing only Cal Poly Humboldt. Last season, Central Oklahoma had a third-place finish at the NCAA championships, but this program had its run of massive success just a few years ago, winning 3 straight national titles, with the latest in 2021. Interim head coach Jimmy Francis has done a great job guiding the program into position to compete on the national stage once again. And more dominance in the Sunshine State Conference for the Embry-Riddle Eagles. Another bid for Embry-Riddle with its 4th straight conference championship. The Eagles took the varsity 4 and varsity 8 finals in the Sunshine State Championships to close out April. Abby Webb and 4 other Eagles earned all conference honors, and the team will head to the NCAA championships for the 5th time in as many seasons. The Jefferson Rams are also in. The top-ranked team in the East region is back at the national championships after competing in 2023. Jefferson has been a regular on the national stage, reaching the NCAA championships in 3 of the last 5 seasons. The Rams last competed at the Dadvale Regatta over a week ago, picking up a pair of second-place finishes in the varsity 8 and the varsity 4. And let's welcome another GNAC team, Seattle Pacific. The Falcons finished 4th at the conference championships. They were extremely close to a 3rd-place finish, but the varsity 4 boat finished 1/10 of a second behind Western Washington. Head coach Caitlin McLean has led the Falcons back to the NCAA championships after a 5th-place team finish last year, while the varsity 4 boat claimed a national title in 2024. And Western Washington is our final team. The defending and 9-time national champion Vikings won their first title since 2017 last year. If they go back-to-back, it will be the first time Western Washington has done that since 2010 and 2011 at the end of a dominant stretch with 7 straight titles. The Vikings 8 performed well with a first-place finish at the GNAC championships, while the team finished second behind Cal Poly Humboldt by just 1 point. First-year head coach Courtney Moeller was very pleased with the team's execution, and Western Washington's focus now turns to claiming a 10th national title. Okay, we now know the teams. Let's look at the heats and lane assignments for the 8s and the 4s. Heat 1 and 8s will have Central Oklahoma in lane 2, Western Washington in lane 3, their varsity 8 fresh off a GNAC championship, and Seattle Pacific in lane 4. The second heat features Jefferson in the second lane, while Cal Poly Humboldt has lane 3 and Embry-Riddle is in lane 4. Heat 1 in the 4 slots, Seattle Pacific in lane 2, Cal Poly Humboldt in the 3rd lane. Remember, the Cal Poly Humboldt Varsity 4 undefeated against D2 opponents this year, and Western Washington is in lane 4. Finally, Heat 2 for the 4s puts Jefferson in lane 2, Embry-Riddle in lane 3, and Central Oklahoma in lane 4. Okay, the field is set. 6 teams, their heats and lane assignments for this year's championship at Lake Mercer in West Windsor, New Jersey. You can follow all the action May 30th and 31st on NCAA.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Jack Kaiser. Congratulations and best of luck to all the student athletes competing in this year's championship.
I teach the art of fanology, a job I take seriously. As to the question of nature versus nurture, is a fan born or is a fan made? I know this. Our game can make a fan out of anyone. And at Fandom U, we take it to a whole new level. The NCAA Championships. Attendance is encouraged, passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.